All right, part two. Somebody called my phone and I got cut off. But a rock holds value, but if it rains enough in your area over time, that rock gets destroyed too. So the only thing that holds value over long periods of time, does not deteriorate, and is accepted all around the world is gold and silver. So, right, you go into that as money, you speculate that the price will eventually rise because eventually all currencies are going to go in the toilet. So that's what I did. I invested I speculated in precious metals and in cryptocurrencies, and it's done very well for me because I'm in the crypto world, we call it hodling, but I'm a holder. I'm a buy and hold type. I buy it and I hold it forever because I know that it's going to be valuable. So that's why I do that. So anyway, I bought precious metals looking for a short-term play instead of thinking long-term like I am now. And what happens? People also bought precious metals thinking the same way. And when you see that dollar going up, eventually you need to pay your bills, right? You put all your money in gold and silver. I'm not saying that's what I did, but I'm saying, let's say some people did. They put all their money in gold and silver, and now it's tied up. You can't pay your bill with a gold or a silver bar. So you started to get capitulation. Capitulation is selling of the valuable asset you had in order to pay your bills, right? Remember, gold and silver initially started to take off in 2008. And then eventually there was the sell-off because the value was in there and the people needed to pay their bills, so they started capitulating. You're going to see that again. That's what I'm saying. Because of the liquidity crisis. Because the banks are raising interest rates. They raise interest rates till things break. Because they want everyone to think the economy is so roaring good that they have to raise interest rates in order to slow it down. But the reality of it is, the interest rates are just the cost of borrowing money. It has nothing to do with the economy directly. Indirectly, it affects the economy because the more money you have, the more you spend, right? And the less money you have, the less you spend. So yeah, it does slow down the economy when they raise interest rates, but that's an after effect. That's a byproduct. The initial issue is the real price of borrowing the money. So they're raising the interest rates right now. So what do you think's going to happen? Well, the businesses, like I said, are showing you what's going to happen. They're going bankrupt. They're going out of business. They can't service their loans. People can't pay their mortgages. So we're going to have 2008 all over again. And so gold and silver are starting to rally again. Great. I own it. Fine. I might sell a bit. But the problem is, to me, the prices are too low for gold and silver. And when the prices are low, people buy all the supply of it. And even if we have another crash, they buy more of the supply. And it doesn't, and people cannot produce it at a profit if you're in a business of mining and refining, because it costs you so much, and if the price is low, you're not going to make any money off of it, so why do it, right? Incentive comes in profit. So I see a capitulation happening again. I see it in gold and silver. I see it happening in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are rallying right now. I don't care. I'm long term. I hodl all the time. I hodl when it hurts. Those are my philosophies. And so, I think I'm going to go pull in and finish this video real quick. Just pull into the driveway over here and of this business and finish this video up real quick. So anyway, I hodl all the time. Yeah. Hopefully you still hear me. Yeah, okay. I hodl all the time. And because I hodl all the time, I don't care what happens to short-term price fluctuations. And so that's the way things should be done. And so the short-term price fluctuation is going to result in people selling off their asset in order to pay their bills. When the asset becomes valuable, you get a nice rally and it'll sucker people in so that you can sell. It's pump and dump for those who have bills to pay. So they will pump it up, and you'll come in and you'll buy it, and then they'll dump it on you. As you're coming in ready with your cash, they'll trade their gold and silver for cash, their Bitcoin for the cash, their house for the cash. So this is what I'm saying to you. The economy is dumping, and the liquidity crisis is going to be real. It will lead to less cash. The banks won't be able to lend because the banks don't have the reserves. Since interest rates are low, no one's going to put money in the bank. and interest rates are low, everyone's going to borrow money from the bank. So all the money gets sucked out of the banking system. Then when they raise interest rates, people are already stuck in their loans, and their variable rate loans. When you raise interest rates, the loans become more expensive. Who's going to put money in the bank? It's a trap. It's a liquidity trap. The banks don't get money. And the people who invest or speculate, yeah, assets are going to increase in price. They're going to enjoy a good time as long as they sell out before the capitulation happens, because eventually, like I said, liquidity trap. They're going to need money, and they need to pay their bills, and they can't do it. Emerging markets, right? They put together these loans, and they denominated them in dollars, and now their currencies are going in the toilet, and the loans are coming due. So what are they doing? They're demanding dollars. So it causes a collapse in their currency, and it causes a rally in the dollar. So we could see a historic rally in the dollar this time around. And those who have money of their own and income streams are going to prosper greatly, which is maybe 1%, maybe 10% of the society. The other 90%, 99% are short-term people. They only think short-term. They think hand to mouth. As soon as the check comes in, it goes out. They don't put the money away. They don't invest the money. There's no savings. There's no investing. There's no speculation. They just immediately spend it. They're not looking to sell whatever they buy at a higher price. They're just looking to buy it. So that's what's coming. Liquidity crisis. And Trump is making a better footing for us to start a new economy on. That's why he's taken out all these crappy agreements, trade agreements, and renegotiated NAFTA to become the USMCA. And he took out the TPP, and he's putting trade tariffs on China so that our manufacturing and everything stops going there, and we stop buying things from China so their money supply dries up. And then he puts tax incentives for you to start a business in the United States, so you bring the manufacturing businesses back so we can earn again. But people are going to have to work. Work is coming because you didn't think it through and you didn't follow what I've been saying. So I'm enjoying the times right now. I know it's going to be hard because in a hurricane, if your neighborhood gets wiped out, but your house is left standing because you shored up your house, that's fine. Your house is left standing, but you're miserable because you're by yourself. So no man is an island. But prepare. And now you got weather changes too. It's not climate change like the Democrats are pushing. It's weather change because the sun is changing patterns. And so we're going to get a colder solar minimum, bad weather for growing food. So you should shore up your food supply storage and start thinking about, how do I manage food that's perishable? How do I manage food that doesn't perish? How do I store food so it doesn't perish? How do I make room to store the food? How do I teach my family how to manage the food so it stays stored and they don't go in and snack on it, and then when there's an emergency, there's nothing left? These are all things you should have been thinking about when times were good. And I've been telling you guys that for many, many years, but nobody takes me seriously because I dress poor, I act like a fool, but even a fool can teach a wise man something. That's in the Bible. A wise man learns from a fool. And if you judge people too much, you miss out on the valuable information they could teach you. And a wise person notices valuable information, doesn't matter where it comes from. And this is why I don't like leftists, because leftists don't like you. Once you say something conservative, they don't like you anymore, and they try to shut you down. They're not for free speech. They're for censored speech, only the kind of speech that they like. And that's why they don't learn anything, because they shut down people and they shut out all the wisdom that they could be acquiring from listening to them, even though they may not agree. And so they stay stupid. And this is why societies decline, because all their knowledge and information goes out the window. And they disrespect the old people because they're always about innovation and forward again. There's that forward term again. Always about innovation and moving forward. So they disrespect the old people where all the historical knowledge is kept. And those old people die and they reinvent the wheel. Everybody has to reinvent the wheel because all that knowledge is gone. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. Prepare. I've been telling you guys this for many years. So don't say I told you so. I'm still telling you so. So before it happens, get prepared. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.